What was it Geoffrey Howe once stated when the Iron Lady he oratorically decimated something about broken bats before playing the game? Now, I'm not looking to score cheap shots or apportion blame, but every Thursday I'm out with the rest, showing my support for my dear NHS, banging drums, a grateful cacophony, the whole UK out in solidarity. Every Thursday we give a clap. We give a clap. Isn't that a bit crap? You need eye protection, a filtering face piece, gloves, a gown. I'm talking PPE, and you're being let down. This government has had excuse after excuse, while the Prime Minister's practically been a recluse. And I know he's been ill, and I'm glad he's recovering, but still their incompetence causes so much suffering. I'm obviously not talking about his time in intensive care. I'm talking about all the Cobra meetings when he was seemingly nowhere. But now is not the time for scrutiny, and signs of dissension are practically mutiny. We have to rally together and each do our own bit. Well, I'm doing my bit, but the government's being a bit shit. Delay after dither at every single juncture, an inflated sense of self, but a plan with a puncture. We're basing our decisions on experts and on science, but didn't Gove tell us experts should be treated with contempt and defiance? When China and Italy were telling us to get our arse into gear, we seemed genuinely surprised that the threat could be here. Asleep at the wheel, basking in election glory, preoccupied with Brexit. That's where we start this story. This government that the nation chose to elect, culpable for catastrophic mismanagement and dangerous neglect, but we only ever get the politicians we deserve, and this current crop were born to rule, but alas not born to serve. Too late at every stage, messages made to confuse. I've been busy shaking lots of hands. Mr. Johnson, are you trying to win this war or trying to lose? This war, all this military lingo is such a bore. Frontline, battling on, last line of defence, all these terms that cover up a string of incompetence. A fanboy Churchill who do whatever it takes, except it seems admit to a catalogue of mistakes. I know it's hard. We're in uncharted oceans, but obscuring the truth while stirring up emotions is not the way to get a population to muster. This virus won't be beaten with obfuscation and bluster. Be straight. Don't mislead. Admit mistakes. We want you to succeed. The NHS deserves so much more than just thanks and claps on the steps of my door. They need their PPE, their essential equipment, vital supplies in an ongoing shipment. And just to emphasise a point for clarity, the NHS is the pride of our nation, not a charity. Funding and support, amends must be made for a debt of gratitude that will never be fully paid. Doctors, nurses, key workers of all sorts, this Thursday I'll be clapping and you'll all be in my thoughts. And for Matt Hancock, our health secretary, a final linguistic irony, he should know better with his first-class Oxford Uni degree. The subject he studied? Only PPE.